Morning.
Morning.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh no, what's going on here? Oh, fuck's sake. Hello?
Your internet's bad.
What
Your
the
internet's
fuck?
not very good.
Can you hear me? Can you?
It's
I
all right.
can't hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Right, I don't know what.
Well, have you got the
what's
settings?
going on? Oh, mute.
You've got
mute.
the set bottom left.
Why am I on mute?
Your internet's fucked.
Hello? Oh, unmute.
Can't
No,
hear you.
I can't
I
hear
can
you.
hear you now.
Right.
Have you got the
select
right
Yeti
settings?
microphone. It's Yeti microphone on both.
You can't hear me.
I
Is it
can't
me?
hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Well, don't just say, can you do a thumbs up if you can hear me? Or okay, so I just can't hear you.
Stressy.
So why the fuck can't I hear you?
Got stressed then, you saw.
So Yeti microphone. Are you talking?
Yeah, I'm talking now. Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Input Yeti microphone, output Yeti microphone. Okay, it's all set up. I don't know why it's not working.
Right.
Nothing's changed.
Are you recording on QuickTime?
If you're talking to me, it's no help whatsoever. Because I cannot hear you. So I can see your mouth moving quite a lot.
Not my fault. It's not my fault.
You have signed out because your account. Oh.
It's your side of the Zoom. Don't ever go at me. Don't ever go at me, son.
Oh, fuck's sake. Right, I don't know what to do. What should I do?
It's not my fault you
Type
can't hear
something.
me.
Don't keep talking.
Today's getting angry.
Okay. Are you typing? Please tell me you're typing something rather than talking.
Don't get angry. Don't get angry. It's Friday.
Shall we start Zoom again? Yeah,
Friday
good idea.
show.
But we keep recording the QuickTime. Yes? Just do a thumbs up.
Okay, all right, Jesus.
That's a good idea. Cool.
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
What,
Right,
to start a fucking
leave
Zoom,
it.
mate? No,
Right.
that isn't a good hard. Oh my God. Well, I wasn't expecting this. Okay. Okay, that's fine. No need for the attitude, but that's fine.
Test audio.
That's fine. It can be stressful. Okay, and we start Chatterbox's early morning breakfast show now. So I'm on Zoom currently waiting for Joe to enter the his side of the. Also we got, oh, here he comes. Oh God.
Hi, I can hear you.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, my mic had come out.
Right.
That's annoying.
You made yourself look like a fucking idiot.
What do you mean? Why?
You'll see.
Why? Did you know that all along?
No, just you getting angry with me.
Well, you
getting angry. Listen to this. Just chill out. It's Friday. Let's enjoy ourselves. This is Sendemic's new tune. Pull your best moves out.
What?
This is a Chatter Biscuit.
Ooh, can you turn it up? Oh, no. Hey. Oh, it's good, isn't it? Wow.
Nobody does it like you can. You take the center
stopped playing. I thought you stopped playing it. That's exactly what I needed.
That's what I needed, mate. You had to go with me for the first 5 minutes.
I'm up an hour earlier than I usually am.
No, you're not.
No, that's true.
No, you're not.
Just making
You've been
excuses.
up ages.
Yeah, I have actually, yeah.
I'm not recording this. Are you recording your side?
Yeah, I'm recording my
Oh,
side.
that's all right. That's all right. Thank God for that.
That was great.
Yeah, great, wasn't it?
What's his name?
They're called Zendemic. Do you know what it reminded me of? It felt like it needed to be in the Beverly Hills Cop 2.
Yeah, exactly why I liked
film.
it. That's my my cup of tea. That complete. I don't know if that's not probably what he wants to hear.
No, it's awful news for the band.
But I literally want to put that into my playlist.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you. Well, they're on Spotify. They're called Zendemic.
Wow. And he listens to our show.
Yeah,
Can we chat to him? What on some point?
I'm sure we can. What annoys me, if that was my band, you'd be going, you sound like a Wally, you sound like a Pratt.
If you sounded like that, I wouldn't.
Yeah, you would. You absolutely would. Listen to him.
Yeah, if that was you singing, I'd
Yeah,
be like...
exactly. It annoys me. Let me be free. Let me fly through the sky.
You're absolutely right. I would not.
Put your best moves out. Come on. Yeah, see? Except there are 2,000 people in the venue going, yeah, this is fantastic.
And I'm just really uncomfortable. And you're kind of doing that. Little spin and then going to the
Really
chorus.
annoys me. Well, it doesn't annoy me. It's never going to happen. But
No.
it doesn't annoy me at all.
I would secretly have a conversation with Petra. It's good, but I find it really hard because David really gets into it at one bit.
Yeah, I know. Well, I feel the same way about you and your fucking Matador outfit.
Oh, the only difference is you're not in Zendemic. Okay, imagine you being this guy.
Everybody feels the rush. Come on, give it to me, girl. Yeah. Everyone's clapping. This is fucking brilliant. Who's this guy? Don't know. Reading Festival's really fucking pumping this shit. And you're just cringing in the corner, ruining the mood.
I 110% would be as well. Try not to grimace. Like that.
Ruining the mood of the tent.
I've not got a problem with anyone else in the band giving it full willing. Because I don't know them.
Yeah, funny, isn't it? I wonder if all of Michael Jackson's friends are like, fucking hell, rein it in, Michael. Well, they were, weren't they, in the end?
Seen his, yeah, rain. I don't think they said rain it in. They should stop. That's so true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what I feel about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, literally every musician giving it some. It's just like, for the friends, it's unbearably embarrassing.
But like, if no one gave it welly, we wouldn't have all the stuff you listen to on your drive to work.
Exactly. We wouldn't have all... Yeah, exactly. Hey, Joe's here.
Right, we were just... Yeah, okay, that was a bit... Yeah.
Morning.
Morning.
Morning, Joe.
Can you see what Joe thinks of this song?
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Just to let the listeners know, we've started an hour earlier, so Joe's
fuming.
our TV reviewer has got up an hour earlier.
As a night owl for a living, this must be right. Really, still hasn't smiled yet for everyone at home.
It's not too bad actually, to be fair.
You look like for once you're sat on the floor, like you couldn't quite make it to your chair.
No, the chair's just getting worse and worse. It's very broken.
We had a lot of Twitter people going, I cannot believe you've been talking to Joe for like months and he hasn't ever mentioned he's in ABBA.
Yeah, suddenly find out he's in ABBA.
Well, it's a tough thing to sort of just bring up out of nowhere, isn't it? Sort of.
We'd find a way if it was us.
Yeah,
Joe, I've got a friend called Pete, who's a very good musician, knows his way around a guitar, and he said to me last Friday, I told you Joe was handy. I can smell musos a mile off. I said, what are the signs? Not sure, it's a certain attitude. He downplays his playing.
Yeah,
I bet he's a fucking beast.
Yeah.
I like the sound of this guy.
Also, when he said he could play Hit Me With Your Rhythm Stick, that's really hard to play properly. We need Joe's bass karaoke as a spot, please.
That's such a good idea.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Again, playing it down rather than jumping on the opportunity.
To be honest, man, it's more the I don't understand how it works. I can't get my head around the technological side of how I'd do that on here. So that stresses me out more than the playing.
Yeah. Well, we can't help you there.
Yeah.
We're just going to stare at you now until you work it out. Can you play?
Have you got an acoustic bass, Joe?
No.
Is there such a thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
I've got a double bass, but I'm shit at it. I'm not playing that.
I'd love to see it.
Is that the standing up?
Yeah, that's over there.
Oh,
Love to
right,
see you
yeah.
play that.
Yeah.
Can you
Go on, Joe. We should tell Joe what we were talking about.
Yeah, well, David played this a Chatter Biscuit song, which is I thought was brilliant.
It's great.
It's so good. And then David somehow turned it on him to, if David said if that was his band, that I would turn my nose up at it. And I disagreed until he pointed out the details, and then I utterly agreed because I'd struggle with David giving 100%.
Right.
This is a song.
So imagine David is the lead singer of this, and see if you would have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with the guy doing it, but I have a problem if David is doing it. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Would you be embarrassed if I hop in the club, nipping in the low?
No, but I think Wilco would be. Yeah.
Yeah. Wilco's sticking. Yeah.
By the way, Zendemic, it's fantastic. We're not having. It's about
No,
me
it is genuinely
trying to let go in front of Joe and him constantly chopping me down in private.
I'm fine. I'm fine about people not off and on the pod. I'm happy. I think it's for the best. But I agree. I would struggle. Joe's gone for a nap.
Oh, honestly, the camera's fucked. I can't be bothered trying to fix it anymore.
Joe, if you just want to lie down while we do it, just lie down.
Yeah, I could do that.
Turn your
Actually,
camera off.
Joe, have you ever been in bands where you play your original music and you've looked at the lead singer and gone, "Fucking hell, chill out, mate"?
Well,
a bit embarrassed by him or her?
No, not really. I mean, I've been at gigs where you've seen other people. You know, with those sort of gigs back in the day where you'd have like 4 or 5 bands on a bill.
Yeah.
I've been at a couple of them where I remember one guy who was in another band that it was just like, mate, it was like a proper little shithole in East London somewhere. And he was sort of out in the crowd, which consisted of about 7 people, most of which were the other bands.
You know the bit.
What was he surfing them?
Well, I think that was literally impossible. He was just sort of like going out to people. He was just really, really getting into it, and it was like, you know, Tuesday or something. You know?
You know the bit in the Queen film where Freddie Mercury takes. Have you seen the Queen film?
No.
No, I'd love to see that.
Well, there's a bit where Queen lose their band, and then Freddie Mercury takes over the first gig, and he's being a little bit flamboyant, and it cuts to the audience. Some members of the audience sort of screwing their nose up at him, and I've watched it a few times, and I always think that would be me, just going, just going, oh fucking hell, calm down.
Yeah.
And I just, it's just me though. It's not.
Is it in a sort of, because he hasn't proved himself at that point sort of way? Would you have loved it later on when he was being all flamboyant? Or would it still be an
I
issue?
would, because I'm a bit of a bandwagon person.
Right.
You know, if
It's weird, isn't it, considering what you do, Joe?
Not very much.
TV.
I know. It's all. I can't go down this rabbit hole.
No, I'm not going to go. I've been there, I've done that. But it's strange, isn't it?
Yeah. It's sniffy, and I'm not proud of it. I'm not proud
Well, I
of
suppose it comes down to like a, I don't know, it's an insecurity thing, isn't it? Not having a go.
Yeah.
I'm sort of the same. I'm much more judgmental about other people's shit than I probably should be, because I know that they're trying really hard and it's really difficult.
I'm chomping at the bit here because I got an email from the producer of 8 out of 10 Cats with just a little story that he told me.
Oh my god. Oh, go on.
It's nothing at all. Nothing at all.
But I do feel sick to my core.
I won't read it out in case he doesn't want it read out. He probably does.
Well, why did
It's nothing at all. It's nothing at all.
Why would
It's a great segue.
Why would he send it to you if he doesn't want you to read it? Just so more people know how I let myself down in some way.
No, you haven't let yourself down at all.
Well, it sounds
He just said, when I was a researcher, I had to dress up as an elf and deliver presents to the panellists. When I took Joe's up, he went, "Is your mum proud of you? Nothing's worth that, mate."
Oh dear. Yeah, I do remember saying that. Yeah, I do remember saying that. Got to laugh.
But he also said no one has got a bad word to say against Joe, apart from a few people in the podcast industry.
Yeah, if they do, he gets them removed.
Yeah. He's looking at me a little bit odd. Off.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that. Yeah. Oh,
Was that part of the show though?
It was part of the show. Yeah, I didn't just do it.
Yeah, it wasn't just a horrible.
I thought it was in the changing room.
No, it was on the show. No, he walked up.
So making him feel like a prat.
Well, you're looking back. Yeah, sorry.
Got a big laugh.
Yeah, God, yeah. He felt tiny. I'm so sorry.
Stuck with him though, isn't it?
Yeah, that was years ago. It's probably about 8 years.
Yeah, he hasn't forgot that. He rolled that out in an email pronto.
Can you forward the email? I need to apologise. Oh no.
Anyway. Should we do some TV reviews?
Is your camera definitely gone? Because
Yes, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with it. It's really annoying. It's been going on and off for weeks. And the thing is, I only ever use it for this. So then I finish this and I forget about it until next Friday.
I'm
and then
pretty
it's
sure it
fucked
went
again.
on the first week as well.
No, that was when you couldn't see me because I was in the basement.
Oh yeah, it was really sinister that was, and then
It was, wasn't it?
yeah, and we were like, God, I wonder if he's all right, that bloke. And then
Yeah, it was because a mate of mine was around staying in the living room, so I couldn't really wake him up and be like, I got to chat shit for half an hour.
Got to do some TV reviews. Martin.
Sorry, mate, wake you up, Martin, but
I'm
doing
about to do some TV.
I'm doing a podcast thing that's getting 200 listens.
Before I forget, Joe, someone emailed us and said there's another show for you to watch. You've probably seen it, about drummers on Netflix.
Oh no, I've not seen it. I think I have heard about it, but I've not. I've not seen it. Can you remember what it's called?
Oh God, yes, I can find it. Yeah,
So I'll be able to find it anyway.
I think Stuart Copeland's
Right.
in it and whatnot. Yeah.
Cool. I'll have a look at that then. A new little.
He says with a sigh.
More homework.
Well, no, but I don't mind there being a sort of listener's request bit because it's, as
Gets you
I've
out
said
of it.
many a time before, it's very difficult to find stuff that isn't arse. But first of all, little news section. So number one, on Sunday, Brian and Charles is on the Sundance Film Festival.
Lovely.
David's
Thank you
film.
so much, Jack.
And it took me a while to work it out, but you can watch it if you've got a VPN. So you have to set yourself to being in America, and then you can buy a ticket for it to the Sundance
Who's going
website.
to do that?
Well, I'm
Who's
going to do that.
Oh, right, okay.
There's your answer. We have one viewer from America.
So that's on Sunday at 6 or Tuesday at 3, and it says something about you can watch it for a bit after, but I haven't really looked into what that means yet.
Are we doing a Q&A?
Oh right, okay.
Yeah.
Is that on Sunday?
Yeah. Is it? Oh, okay. Yeah. To be honest, I've been checking the emails.
Yeah, clearly.
It's only the thing you've been working on for 5 years.
Yeah. Okay.
So there's that. What else happened this week? Oh, they've after we spoke about the Jinx last week.
Oh.
Turns out it is on Sky these days on demand. So they've added that so you can watch it. I think
On
it's
what?
because he died rather than we spoke about it. that
Oh
they've
yeah,
added it.
he did die, didn't he? The Jinx, yeah.
Yeah, so
Is it
Sky on
definitely
our
worth
TV.
watching that?
Yeah, it's great, man. Yeah, it's really good. And the last bit of news I saw this week is that GB News have started playing "God Save the Queen" every morning at 5:59 a.m.
We should do that.
Which
We should be like
that's a
GB
great way to
News.
start the morning.
I find it absolutely mental.
You might want to come on after that then. Just.
Oh, I'd love to do that every morning.
Well, don't we
Fantastic.
let's end with it.
Well,
Yeah,
you could
yeah.
do like different national anthems from around the world, like a sort of.
be a-
Nah, fuck them, mate. Fuck them. God save the Queen.
Dreadful tune, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really dirgy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just bizarre. Particularly when one of them's being investigated for being a paedophile. But anyway,
Not the Queen, though.
no.
A bit unfair.
Well,
Her
she is
tune.
90 odd. I mean, I can't imagine her being able to do much anymore. Not making any
that's not
accusations.
the reason she's not a paedophile. We're
Just lack of opportunity.
well, I'm sure she's got enough. Anyway, we're going down the wrong news.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, that's not news. That is conjecture. Right. I watched some of Kickstart.
Oh yeah. Did you enjoy it?
I did enjoy it. Yeah, absolutely mental. Like one of them was 8 years old.
Oh yeah, they
Yeah.
are quite little, aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he put in the effort. He did get a penalty on every obstacle and get disqualified, but I was
It's
still very impressed.
If you watch a lot of Kickstart, those ones annoy you.
Right, do they? Yeah.
What, the younger ones?
Well, the ones that have like mistakes because there's a lot of good ones, and it sort of annoys you when one puts a foot down. You're like, what's
But
this
it was
twat doing on
It was
this?
hard though
Even
because I
though he's
watched a
brilliant.
few, and it was all of them were like it was raining.
Yeah, they're always in like Wigan and places like that, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, who's doing that?
Me.
Doing that. Whoever's doing that, stop it. I feel definite power shifts now, isn't there?
Fucking Vivian tore me a new asshole in the week.
Yeah.
Now you're telling me not to play me little stings.
Vivian told David off for mocking the way I sang.
Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
I start singing with like my soulful, yeah, come on, give it to me, girl. And you don't like that.
I mean, everyone's got their own way of doing things, haven't they? I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what Vivian
Yeah.
said. It was it was
This
great.
isn't a cruelty exercise. Well, it is actually. The whole podcast is.
Fucking feels like it some days.
Bloody right it does, mate. Anyway.
Yeah, it was quite a surreal 10 minutes that when you were doing that the other day.
Yeah.
Yes, it did.
But yeah, Kickstart was great. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
You sort of care, don't you? See if they're going to put their foot on the ground or fall off a ramp or.
Well, yeah,
It's
because
quite tense.
and also it is just like, particularly with the junior one, it's just
Yeah.
like it's insane. I mean, they are just kids because there were a load of them that were like sort of between 12 and 16 or something.
Yeah.
And it turned
Yeah.
out that was the senior heats for the junior one. And then they bring out the 8-year-old, you know.
There's a famous. Have you see the bit, Joe, where he goes over a little ramp and falls in?
Oh, in the
I did
water.
watch
big
that,
ditch.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then the steward comes in to help him, and he falls over.
Oh yeah.
And then another steward comes and he falls over into the ditch.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I did very
Yeah.
much enjoy that.
Yeah,
Is that if
Yeah.
you put Kickstart in? Is that kind of the first thing that comes up? Is that the?
probably it's the Dennis Norden clip.
Oh right.
Yeah. All right, so I watched. It's not been my most successful week in terms of quality. I'll be honest with you. I backed a lot of wrong horses.
Oh, well,
Perfect.
But I watched a JFK thing on Sky. JFK Revisited Through the Looking Glass. Ooh.
Right.
It's an Oliver Stone documentary on Sky about the JFK
right.
assassination. I mean, it's pretty interesting, particularly if you don't know much about the whole thing. But it does seem fairly thin at points. And like with any conspiracy stuff, obviously they're trying very much to further their point of view
Yeah.
that they're trying to put across, which is sort of fine. But I don't know. I lost interest by the end.
Right.
It is one of the few conspiracy theories I have any sort of time for whatsoever. But
Didn't
So
you
how
get
long
told
is
off
that for you to
posting
lose
a
interest?
picture
Is it a couple of hours or something?
yeah, a couple of hours. Yeah, film.
David, didn't you get told off for posting a picture of you and David Icke? Do you remember?
Yeah.
What happened
Yeah.
there? Was that, I thought I was making that up. But did you,
Just bumped into him on the Isle of Wight.
and you and Naomi thought it'd be funny to have a picture with him, and then you put it on.
Yeah, and I got absolutely slaughtered by fake people on Facebook, like my friends, and
What, for encouraging him?
yeah.
You can't really stop
Um,
David Icke. You can't. He's a full.
No, he hasn't. He hasn't done anything since.
Obviously not.
Yeah,
What,
it
since
worked.
a couple of your friends had a pop at you on? Blimey, all the shit
Yeah.
he's been through, and that's the thing that.
It seems odd, though, doesn't it? Because like, it really cares what David Icke thinks.
Well-
I mean, leave him to his
sort
own
of.
devices.
He,
Yeah, I sort of felt like that, but maybe he's spreading. I don't know what he's really
well,
spreading. I don't really.
When he's doing a London show, it's at the Brixton Academy, and it starts at 8 a.m.
Wow.
Yeah,
So it's a full day at the show. So it's you get your money's worth.
yeah.
Wait.
What was it, Wogan or something he was on when he
Yeah, he got-
initially went mad?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he went. I recommended you watching Wogan Revisited or whatever, where Wogan chats to Ike again, like 15 years later.
Right.
And Ike says, "You were rude to me." Oh, I'm sorry, David. I was reacting to the audience, bouncing up and down on my tippy toes.
Anything to get you woken.
Yeah, I'd imagine Wogan had very little time for those sort of shenanigans. You know?
But Wogan did have the tail between his legs, and this Wogan Revisited. It's worth watching. He looks a bit embarrassed. Just one-on-one with no audience. Fantastic.
oh shit! Right. Oh, let's have a look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's like 3 Crispies. I mean, it's sort of
3.
Yeah, there's better stuff to watch
What's
about that
Kickstart
whole
got?
thing. Well, you both go with 5, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, you don't have to give it 5 because we have.
I've only watched a few, so I'll give it 4 for now. I want to see where it's going.
What an arsehole.
Yeah. You've just been watching the Heats.
Yeah. What else did I watch? There's another documentary thing I watched called Hunt for Bible John, which Radio Times was saying that I should watch. Sort of interesting, but it's repetitive. And after what we were talking last week, it's like basically spoiler alert, but they still don't know who it was. So I spent 2 hours watching this
Yeah.
thing.
Oh, God.
Are they-
Because they made it look as well like there was a development. There was sort of a clip in the opening thing of like a news thing from the 90s. And, you know, this has happened in like the late 60s. So I was like, oh, right, they're going to catch him later on. Nah. So,
That must be very frustrating.
And are they
Yeah.
they're trying to do hours when too many hours on these things I'm finding.
Yeah, exactly. It's just drawing stuff out. I
Yeah.
mean, the first 10 minutes of this program was everyone they spoke to going on about how much people used to like dancing in Glasgow. It's like, you've made your point, man. Move
That bit
on.
I'm sort of interested in. I'd like to know how much people were into dancing in Glasgow.
Well, a lot, apparently. But, you know,
They're not known
how
for it,
long
the
does it take to
Glaswegians,
say
are they?
that?
What's that got to do with the documentary, though? Nothing.
Well, the bloke that killed these women, they'd been out dancing. The women.
Oh, right.
And then he'd
Okay.
get
Blimey,
them
if
on
you're
the
going
way
to do
home.
that with every detail, you really are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if
But
you're
also,
gonna,
it turns out it's one of the only details they really have, because they don't know who the guy is. So,
God.
yeah,
you know,
I'm not going to watch that one. I'm not going to watch that one.
Don't bother.
How many biscuit? What is it? I still don't know what they are. What are they?
2.
2. What are they again? Crispies.
Yeah.
Are you writing it down,
Yeah,
Joe?
I always
It's like you're
do. I always,
really?
I always write it down for a recap. Yeah.
Oh, right.
No
well
one
done.
notices. I've been doing it for weeks.
Jotting it down.
Yeah,
to anyone
but
who gives a fuck.
sometimes you two plough on and I don't get to recap, and then I just
Right,
have to
okay.
delete it afterwards. But it's fine. Don't matter.
And then I watched. I stumbled across something the other day that was fairly interesting. It's called UFO Conspiracies with Craig Charles and Sarah Cruddas.
Sarah, who?
Ah.
I don't know. She's an author, apparently.
Right.
What channel's that on?
Well, strangely, it's on the History Channel, which seems a bit misplaced, to be honest with you. I'm not sure history is the right word for it.
What was it called? I'm writing it down.
UFO Conspiracies. And so they decided that Craig Charles is the guy to get to the bottom of this situation.
Do you know what? He's on a Radio
Radio 2, is it?
6.
I think he's on 6 as well, yeah. Doesn't he have like a Saturday evening thing on Radio 2 or something? Get people up for
I was
going
just
out.
surprised that he's got a show on 6. It just seems like an odd choice.
Well, I
Why?
think he's seen as quite in the know about
Oh,
his,
is he?
yeah, he does his like funk soul weekenders,
Oh,
doesn't he?
okay.
He's
Fair
into
dues.
that sort of
right,
scene.
okay.
Yeah, I've never seen him. Apparently, he's quite good.
Okay. But conspiracy theories,
So
take him or leave
basically,
him.
they talk to someone who reckons they've seen a UFO.
Why have they got a funk soul specialist doing
Well, yeah, it's very questionable.
Maybe he's
isn't
got a
it?
few more strings to his bow, David, and rather than just be
Well, then
It's like Robert Palmer doing the crop circles.
doing the weather.
Well, I think they've got another UFO program with Sean Ryder. I mean,
Oh, right.
Maybe
Maybe that's the thing.
Danny
then.
Dyer did one about aliens, which is definitely.
Oh, that's
worth-
a cracking
you've got to
one,
watch
isn't it?
that, yeah.
have you
Yeah.
seen the Football Factories one?
Yeah.
No, what's that?
Have you seen that, Joe?
No,
You've not seen it?
No, what do you
Oh,
mean?
Ah,
What
It's
is it?
him. It's like 20 years ago now, isn't it? It was
Yeah.
sort of early
A
doors Danny
documentary?
Dyer.
it's so brilliant. I'm amazed you haven't seen that.
So he goes around like meeting firms.
Oh
of-
my God, I have. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh God, yeah. I thought it was called Toughest Pubs or something.
no, I
was
think
on-
that's another program.
Oh God, Jesus
Do you-
wept.
There's
Yeah.
a little one-on-one interview he has with someone in like a warehouse.
And he's shitting himself in one of them,
It's
isn't he?
so funny.
Yeah, and he's giving
It's
it all the
amazing.
like sort of, oh, it's a bit naughty, isn't it?
Yeah,
Giving
he
it all
says
that sort of-
naughty. I remember.
Yeah.
Do you remember? What's his name? The Irish guy, the undercover guy that infiltrated a Chelsea firm.
Yeah, yeah, passed out having a tattoo.
Yeah. So he had because he's on the bus to the Chelsea game and he's had his tattoo and he's got his sleeve rolled up his shoulder to show them. It's so weird. And then he meets like a hooligan and I've never heard someone go, when I first saw you, I thought you were a bit naughty.
Oh, fucking hell. It's so fun. I really want to find it.
What was
It's
he called?
so
Dermot
funny.
or something? That
Yeah.
guy. Yeah.
But I've never heard naughty used in that. Like,
Yeah.
I thought you was a bit naughty.
He was absolutely shitting it, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I know someone who's met Danny Dyer, and they said it's like they couldn't work out. He is just like he is on the TV
Yeah,
all the time.
Yeah,
You've met him, haven't you, Joe?
Yeah.
You get on with him, don't you?
He's such a nice man. He's
Yeah.
so lovely. He's such a. But yeah, he's the real deal. He bobs about. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? He looks like he's a float, a fishing float. Do you know what I mean? It's just.
yeah.
But yeah, genuinely,
Yeah.
I've not got anything but lovely things to say about him. He's so nice, such a nice man.
No, it's very entertaining.
Oh, he's proper fun. He's properly funny. It's just everything he says is brilliant. He uses the word nut a lot in this documentary as well. He talks about the size of the alien's nut.
Really?
Yeah, he goes the fucking nut on it. Honestly,
I'll have
this
to look
big
for
old
that.
fucking nut on this alien.
Oh, is it Danny Dyer's Deadliest Men?
Yes, that's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so. I can't find this bloody interview he does. It's so funny.
There's so many brilliant ones.
So stressful.
Hello, son. Hello, son. He
Yeah.
says son to people who are like 40 years older than him.
Danny Dyer meets Stephen French.
I thought you were going to say Fry.
But now I've got a new role. I'm going to be tracking down some of the most feared men in the country on both sides of the law. I'm going to find out what makes them tick, how they got their fearsome reputations, and why they're considered some of Britain's deadliest men.
Fucking hell, that sentence took fucking ages.
Yeah.
I mean, should they not be? Should the police stop going after him or something?
I'll send Danny in.
Deadliest is a bit much, isn't it?
Yeah.
Biggest pain in the arse.
You don't really get programs like that anymore. They used to.
No.
They used to be quite a lot of them, didn't they? Like, as you say, like Britain's hardest pub, and
There was one called Toughest Pubs or whatever, and it was
Yeah.
amazing. And there's some bald bloke. I think he was like a writer on Nuts. He was on all of them, and he was it's just so crap. But I was addicted to him. Yeah.
But yeah, they just go. I remember watching one when they went to some place. It was just a fucking shithole, and the bloke who ran it was an absolute bastard. Yeah, that was the whole sort of half hour. You know, it's good though. But yeah, on this they basically just talk to someone who reckons they've seen a UFO, and then they try and establish whether it happened or not, and it's just absolute bollocks. There was a woman on the one that I watched who was like, I saw this thing, and then claimed that some guy came around the next day and threatened her with, people have car accidents all the time. You could end up in something like that. And it's like, well, who's doing that? I'm pretty sure that's not happening. And he summed it up really. Craig Charles, like, the problem we have here is your account's really vivid and really interesting, but we have absolutely no evidence. I was like, yeah.
That's staying in then. Yeah.
That's going to be the problem, isn't it? You know. And there was another guy they spoke to who was like, we have a right to know if we're in danger, if there's any threat. And it's like, what are you going to do if you are? If it is true, why do you need to know? You know what I mean? It's so utterly pointless. I'm not saying UFOs don't exist, but what are you going to do about it if they do?
More importantly, how many Rice Krispies?
Oh, 2.
2. God, this is a weak week.
Yeah, it is, man. It's been a bad week for the TV.
Yeah.
At the moment, Kickstart is in the lead.
Yeah.
And you didn't. Kickstart.
Yeah, and you didn't
from
love
1983.
That. 4 stars is not bad.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Yeah.
God, that's 30 years old, Kickstart.
Well, yeah,
probably
that,
40 years old, probably.
That
40 years
8-year-old, I think that was 1985 or something, so I think it'd be like 45 this year.
God, let's get him on.
Oh, yeah, I said I looked into them. Half of them are still into their bikes.
Yeah.
Only half. That's disappointing.
Well, I was being vague then. Maybe all of them are.
If you've been on Kickstart, or you know
Oh,
someone
should we
who
get
has-
someone from Kickstart?
Yeah, 100%. If you know anyone who's been,
Oh, my God, it's amazing.
well, we haven't done it yet.
No.
I'll tell you what was weird with it is
Get really excited.
It's like he was about to come on.
I thought you were going to say it's about to come.
No, I wasn't. Imagine someone from Kickstart coming. Ugh. Sorry, Joe. Yeah,
That's horrible. Too early for that.
I know. It's still not 9.
Purvis is a bit weird on it, isn't it? It's like you got these sort of 12-year-olds trying their hardest, and there was a couple of bits where he's like, "Oh, I'm not sure if he." They were like, "They didn't put the flag up, but we'll have to check that." It's like, do you have to check that?
Oh, what, 'cause
Yeah, you do actually. I think you do. I think you do have to.
well, they are children.
You know. Yeah, but if you're going to let things like that go by, then what's the point of watching the show? Stick by the rules and play the game correctly.
Okay, no, sure.
Yeah, fair enough, I suppose.
Sure. Yeah.
He's 82, Peter Purvis.
Is he?
Yeah,
Should we get
82.
You would-
Oh, I tell you what I did when I watched Kickstart. I worked out how old Peter Purvis was when he did that. He's about our age.
Oh, you
I was
always
like,
do
now
that.
he's-
It's find
I
it
know,
really
now he's
depressing.
80. I know.
You always go, oh, especially if we mention how old they are, like, and you go, oh, he was younger than us when he did that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're going to be 82, hopefully.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Maybe you could get a reboot going.
What Chatterbix?
Kickstart.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant Chatterbix in 40 years.
Oh, yeah. They wouldn't do it now. It's too dangerous, isn't it? I think.
You'd have to do it in Argentina or something.
There was one. Have you seen the one where it's like it's a load of logs on a sort of angle?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
I
they
like
have to
that
just
one.
like try and nail it across, and pretty much
Yeah.
everyone looked like they seriously hurt themselves.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
there is a adult one of this, isn't there? Like,
Yeah.
and they go up like enormous barrels and things. Things that you're like, this is Kickstart heavy. This I just realised.
Well, you asked me to watch it.
No, not your. I wasn't having a pop at you, Joe. Oh dear. No,
You
I was
did
just
this.
suddenly was like, we're going down another Kickstart story.
Yeah, but it's a really good show. If you don't know
Really good
Kickstart,
stuff, yeah.
it's worth watching.
God, it would be bloody. God, they should do loads of reboots of. Teddy was better then. What's that? What is that? Oh, that is it. Yeah. Oh, I don't remember the start.
Anyway,
Hell of a key sound, that, isn't it?
Does get you in the mood. It's not. The best theme music is obviously the Barrymore one, wouldn't it? What's the Barrymore one we love? They've got the best. Is it the Strike It Lucky?
is it? Do we love that?
Oh, I love it.
Oh right.
Literally-
I've got to go. I'll go get a train.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's the end of that then.
Where are you off to?
Sorry.
It's all right.
Sussex.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Sorry.
No,
Not a lot there.
Don't you dare apologise. It was wonderful.
No. So, do you want to read out the Crispies, Joe? You've logged them.
Yeah, Kickstart 4, JFK
Yeah.
Show 3
How do we find Kickstart?
on
YouTube.
YouTube.
Yeah.
JFK 3
Sky.
on Sky. Hunt
Yeah.
for Bible John 2
Oh, fuck.
and UFOs Conspiracy Theories with Craig Charles also 2. So this week's winner is a YouTube clip
Yeah.
on of Kickstart. Basically.
There we go. Thank you very much, Joe.
That's all right.
You don't have to stand up, Joe.
Yeah. So you can't see because our camera's gone, but I'm saluting.
Yeah, well, have a lovely weekend.
God, it's
Yeah,
tense. It's
and you.
tense with the theme, with the national anthem, isn't it?
Yeah.
The Queen's theme tune.
Well, have a lovely weekend,
cool.
everyone.
Yeah, have a lovely
Yeah.
weekend. Cheers, Joe.
See you later,
Cheers.
guys.
Bye, mate.
See ya.
Bye.
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 a warm, sunny and dry Eastern Neston Park. That's what I'd like to say, but unfortunately I can't, because as I'm sure you can see, the weather here is pretty appalling. We've had an awful lot of rain, the wind's lashing around, and it's pretty cold as well. It's going to have a devastating effect on things.
Everybody's designed to be able to, that's up to ride. Honda has come out with a motor, which they use, it's a 4-stroke motor, and everyone believes it gets better traction in conditions like this.
And we've got some in the final?
3 of them.
3 of them. We've also got 3 British riders in the final. That's golden news, but
So you got news you can't tell me? Is this for real? What? Oh my God, I'm already...